Teenie Howard and Leela Del Duca explore Diana's paradise as the Wonder Woman celebrates her friends and family, but cracks in the perfect world begin forming when Diana tries to impart truth and justice to the world. Teenie Howard tackles Wonder Woman's paradise world that Pariah has trapped her in during the Dark Crisis, but like quite a few of these tie-ins, it feels like it's missed the part where these heroes are meant to be trapped in a world that is literally their perfect paradise for them. Like Flash was trapped in a perfect world which was only disrupted when Wally arrived and Jon Stewart is in his comfy farm doing what he does best, but every other one other than them have kind of immediately gone to a place where the world the hero is trapped in is pretty much hell. And Wonder Woman here is no different, almost immediately dropping the veil that this is some paradise world without actually exploring the world before it becomes said hell world. I do like that Teenie explores the idea that Diana's drive for truth and her wanting it so badly is what helps expose these cracks in the world she's in, but we needed that first part where we see the world as a good paradise and then she starts seeing things that don't really add up to her, and on top of that it all feels like the opening act to a story we won't be getting any more of, since this is just a one shot and the issue ends in a way that posits that we'll be getting more adventures of this Wonder Woman and Dr. Psycho, but we really won't, since all these stories will be gathering together once Flash visits all these different worlds and gathers up his friends. Leela Del Duca's artwork for Diana's journey had a great light and dreamy aspect to it, with bright and at oftentimes very bare minimum backgrounds to help focus the reader's attention on the characters and their plights. Diana's golden armor looked fantastic on every page, and the use of light reflecting off of it and giving it either a silver or gold look depending on the environment she's in was really awesome, and that would have taken a lot of work to do through Del Duca's art and the colorist's work, so I really commend them for going that extra mile. Worlds Without a Justice League Wonder Woman issue 1 was a very mixed bag that, while had a great through line of Diana and her search for truth, it never really took advantage of the Dark Crisis setting and the paradise worlds the Justice League find themselves on, kinda squandering it if anything. I'm gonna give this issue a 5 out of 10. Worlds Without a Justice League Wonder Woman issue 1 finds a gold-clad Diana flying over Washington to arrive at Etta Candy's presidential inauguration, apologising for being late since there was a bomb scare at the Sydney Opera House in Australia. Etta thinks that she's right on time, assuming that she is there for the book that she was sworn into office with, since Hippolyta would want it back on the island. Diana says she's actually there to celebrate with her friend, but yes, her mother does want the book back. Etta hands it over, knowing that it didn't seem right to swear on anything else since the Amazonians are the pinnacle of leadership in their world. Diana hugs her friend and reveals that she has a gift for her as well, but it's for her alone, telling Etta that that night they'll both slip out of the security of the White House and of man's world and into some true security of the Amazons. Later on, Diana takes Etta to the Triad of the Amazons, the capital of their people, as Etta says that her office limits how she can help officially, but she'll do whatever she can to help them. But Diana says that this was a gift to Etta and they are there to honor her and give thanks, not to ask for favors. Artemis rushes up to Diana, bowling her over with an enthusiastic hug and telling Diana that everyone is waiting. Etta goes to meet with Hippolyta and everyone else, who have gathered to congratulate her on her presidency by making her an honorary Amazon. At the after party, Cheetah comes to see Diana and Etta, more than happy to be there since as the last honorable Amazon, it felt important to celebrate Etta's role now. Etta thinks that she has to go home since the Secret Service aren't fond of Diana and they'll be looking for her, but Diana reveals that the Wardens of Kronos have extended the night so they can stay and drink and be merry. Diana knows that thanks to Etta's new role as the president, some of the world's most potent power is in the hands of one of their sisters. The next morning, Diana races Jumper along the beach to a new tower that Hippolyta has been constructing. Diana returns the book to her mother, wondering what her mother is making in the new tower, but Hippolyta says that it's just some of her beloved arts and she's designing a new statue. Diana spots Bea the Seer, wondering why she is there during the making of a statue, and Diana wishes to see her talent at work, but Hippolyta sternly denies her this, which worries Diana since the Amazons are not to keep any secrets from one another. Hippolyta knows her daughter's words are true true, knowing her daughter is wise, but Diana leaps into the air to get a look at what the statue is, finding it's not a statue at all, but a giant missile. Diana confronts her mother, who disregards her complaints as she draws her sword, demanding her daughter face her. Diana dives into the missile's pit as Hippolyta tells her guards to chase her and not let her touch the bottom. Hippolyta says that the woman doesn't know what she seeks, but Wonder Woman seeks the truth, seeing a flash of a nuclear explosion as her mother reaches out for her hand, prompting Diana to see another flash, this time of Dr. Psycho. Wonder Woman falls into a thick black sludge at the bottom of the missile silo as Hippolyta screams at her guards, telling them they had one job, and it was to not let Diana ever touch the Well of Souls. Diana meanwhile finds herself in the well, lighting the area with her sword glint as she realizes that the well is empty, knowing it seems unfamiliar when it should be familiar to her. She soon comes across a chained up Dr. Psycho, demanding to know why he is there, otherwise she'll cut his throat. Psycho gives her his hand and Diana uses her lasso to find out that America didn't always have the Amazons and they were annoying, never leaving them in peace to kill one another, but the Amazonians stopped man from blowing each other up, and after much death and destruction, the Amazons found Psycho, taking him prisoner since Gaia demanded a sacrifice to help heal her. Diana is shocked that she couldn't have known any of this as Hippolyta and Nubia arrive, telling her that she triggered something she shouldn't have. Diana asks how they could have done this, but Nubia demands to know how she could blame Hippolyta for the cruel truth that they all know. Diana has no idea what she means as it's revealed that Diana made the deal with Gaia to save man's world and that Psycho would suffer every day thanks to Gaia drinking his blood and using it to heal the world, and it was Diana who gave up the Well of Souls so that Gaia would heal the earth properly. Hippolyta says that their magic made sure that Diana would not remember any of it, but her relationship to the truth and fighting for it is just too strong. The island soon begins to rumble as Hippolyta says that she made a missile so she could be prepared, since Gaia knew Diana would find out the truth one day and it would crumble everything they have built, so she made them a way out. Diana asks what will become of Etta, but her mother says that she is of man's world and wields their power. Wonder Woman refuses to believe that since all her sisters are their own and they are all Amazons, and she wouldn't leave Etta behind. The giant rocket takes off into the sky as Nubia tells Diana to leave Psycho for Gaia to consume, since it's time they leave the planet to men who destroyed it and they will find a new home, and in time they will return to liberate and heal the world. Diana refuses to leave, diving from the rocket with Dr. Psycho. Diana demands he tell her why she decided to abandon her people for man's world, but Psycho says that he didn't lie and it's who Wonder Woman is, and who is Wonder Woman if she is not a wonder to those around her, and it's no wonder that she craves a world like this since only she is willing to save it. Diana knows that she would never crave a world like this, demanding he speak the truth, but Psycho asks what are Wonder Woman's desires, since she will always choose man's world, no matter how indefensible they become, and it's all thanks to mankind seeing her as a god forever, and that's what Diana really wants. Diana punches him down, thinking it's just another of his foolish mind games, as she says she desires more than anything else that people like Psycho are wrong, and this is why she chooses the world of man and the world of woman, all thanks to women like Etta. Psycho is confused as to why Diana is going to let him go, so Diana says that she is going to save the world, and it looks like Psycho works for her now, demanding he go and make it his duty to become a better man, since this is the justice that she wants for the world.